So although I'm done trading for this quarter, we're coming in towards the end of the week now. There is a swing trade setting up for Aussie dollar. So you can see these shooting star candles here. Now, although the weekly might close a bit bullish, the reason for the trade is the daily bias that we've got here. Now, there is no naked level to lean on, although I am happy to hit market here with a stop loss just above that shooting star there. And where it's a daily bias trade, we will be looking out to take the next low, which is here. So that will be our target. Now, as you can see, that for a swing trade, this is a nice 5R trade. So we're going to whack that order in the market now, because I mean we're past the ATR for the day, so we could see this sell off, and CPI has already been released. That's all said and done as well. So my trade buddy's come off. Sorry about that. Just going to have to whack that back on. Sometimes that happens. There we go. So I'm going to go on a 4-hour chart just so I can get my candles aligned properly. So that's our target. That's our reward. Now we are going to be holding this trade over the weekend, just to make you aware. So I'm going to whack that short in. And just going to fill out the journal now, and I'll come back to you shortly. So I've just entered the trade into the EdgeWonk journal, just to give you a bit of a breakdown here about what I'm expecting. So we've got two shooting stars back to back here. It's going to hop on the weekly chart. Nothing too much on a weekly chart apart from, again, the two shooting stars up next to it, which again have aligned up with that level. So what I look for when I look for the higher time frame shooting stars is the candle here. It's the one just before the shooting star. You want price to come back up into this range here and hopefully lean on a naked level. Now there is a naked level on the 4-hour that I'll mention shortly, but again, the two shooting stars here, the candle just before it, you're looking for price to trade up into that level. Now move down to the 4-hour chart. I've got another shooting star here that's naked. That candle has not been tested yet. So price has now pushed all the way up into it. It's seen a violent rejection from there already. Now where price is past the ATR, the average true range of the day, you're not looking to take long positions. So price is now taking the buy side liquidity, and now we're going to look to push down even further and take out these lows. Now where it's a daily trade, and we're looking for a daily target, which is it's actually the same candle here, to be honest with you. It just happens to be the lowest point of all of the chop here. So that's going to be the trade that I'm holding now over the weekend and into next week. COT data, which is the asset managers that trade the on leverage as well, they're also trading in our direction. So it's going to whack up the data there, which you can see here. So this is the asset managers, the smart money report that are trading there. Although retailers are 74% short, which obviously isn't good for them right now, but we're hoping to see that switch back up into next week into long positions once they see the pullback there. So that's the daily bias candle. We want to get a close back into this range within the next few hours, to be honest with you, so I'll be keeping my eye on that one. But looks like this will be a good week ahead, considering that now. I mean, this trade won't be closed until the next month, the start of the new quarter. So we'll be expecting this to close on the first trading week of next week. Now, I was keeping an eye on a retest of this. Unfortunately, we got this really earlier than I expected. I was looking for buys down at this area, but I was at the gym, so I wasn't able to keep my eyes on the chart. I would have entered on a close of this candle here on the hourly hammer candle, just stopped just below that there, and I would have traded it just into the FTA part here with all the support that's built up along the hourly chart along this side here. Obviously massive push up. I mean, if we swung that all the way to the last highs, that would have been a 3.4R, but I would have been getting out for a 1.5 there, which is neither here or there because I wasn't in the trade itself. So I'm going to remove that. Now again, I was looking for buys around here as well, but we didn't quite get that, to be honest with you. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout next week, but it's unlikely we're going to get that. The final trade that I'm looking for is in AUD USD, which would be a long from that candle there. Now, we'll keep an eye on that next week because price could develop further, but that's another one for the watch list. So nothing much to do now next week moving forward, apart from just keep an eye on some levels below market. I mean, we are still looking to take out these lows here as well. So if next week we do open and in a bearish momentum, we'll be looking to take a short around about here for Euro USD as well. So I'll mark that up for next week. But at this moment in time, I can't go through any take profits or stop loss or anything like that, just because the prices have not yet set up in my favour of what I want to look for. So hopping back onto the 4-hour chart, it's a very clean rejection. We've come back up into it. We're unlikely to take out these highs now, and the market's just, whilst everyone's getting long here, market's just going to tank and take out the stop losses here below market on the daily time frame. Just want to go over this trade again once more. Now we're seeing such a violent reaction there. So price is already back within the ATR range, and when price pushes up to ATR past this like that with such volatile momentum, especially after a news event like this, this is the 4-hour CPI candle. The level you want to lean on is your first naked candle, especially when it's a lovely shooting star like this that created this downwards movement. So I'm expecting this to hold throughout next week and completely close up this entire candle and take out the stop losses here below market. We could be in for a choppy one, to be honest with you. It might range throughout the weeks. We've got a lot of US bank holidays on the Tuesday and a Wednesday, or the Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. I need to double check that. But datas are lining up as well. We've got the COT data. They're all short AUD USD, well, the AUD pair anyway. The only thing that is concerning short period of time is the 74% retailers that are also short the market, where that's where we've seen this big push up in momentum. Just going to go back over the watch list as well, because obviously we got the Euro USD market that we're also looking at, still currently in its downtrend. Nothing has changed here from this push up whatsoever. We've already rejected this candle by the looks of it, although we do have 41 minutes left. I am getting a bit ahead of myself here, but this supply and demand level is a bit of a weird one. It's not held either way, any way, shape or form. So I may even just take the executive decision and just remove it, because it's very choppy within there, and the data is not aligning up with what I'm looking for whatsoever. Go for the pound dollar. Nothing here of interest at this moment in time. There's no levels to lean on at all since our short that we had all the way up here. AUD JPY, going to be looking for longs around this area as well, most likely on this naked candle, but we'll have to see what Monday brings us there. Pound gem, no levels to lean on here either. The JPY markets have just been going up, not creating any levels for us to lean on at all. Just chopping its way all the way up with a drift of death to the upside. Shame I didn't get into the Euro JPY. CAD JPY as well. Now there's a lovely level to lean on here that's a lot nicer than the AUD JPY level, so it's roughly about there like that. Now the level I would be looking to get in on and interested in taking would be the last high pre-break, which would actually be this level here. But target would be a bit of an iffy one, because your entry is going to go there, your stop loss just below the thrust candle that opened below and closed above that level, but we've got nothing above market whatsoever to target, which causes me not to want to enter this trade or place a pending order or anything like that, to be honest with you. So we're going to leave that one as it is. Would be good next week if we create a 2-touch level above market here in USD JPY. So I'd be looking for the market to come up, move away, come up, move away, break through, retest at some point, either a 2, 3, 4 touch, whatever that may be. We'll be looking to trade a level above market there to get our hands on that. But the AUD USD trade is seeing a violent rejection. So we've got an hour 38 minutes to close. If we close as a nice shooting star below this level, we could even be looking just to scale in this short during next week, to be honest with you, because that looks like a lovely trade. We've got a lovely higher time frame bias. And when we've got such a good higher time frame bias like this, with the ATR that's been put through for the day, such a clear bias, we're going to be looking to take out these lows throughout next week, so we could be looking to add on to this position as well. But that's it for this week. Been a very, very slow week, a very active day today. Markets decided to wake up, and we could be getting a lot more trades for the next quarter by the looks of it.